Where do we came from? Why are we as we are today? What is the starting point of life? We can know why we are like we are if we know where we came from. Because of this, there are several theories that try to make us understand where we came from and how we are like we are today. One of these theories is religious. According to the church, the world was born from an explosion and then the creation of God. Then, in 7 days, He created rivers, mountains, water, seas, animals, and then He finally with the creation of the humans. All that occurred when God decided. The other theory is the scientific one, and in my personal opinion, the most valid. That enabled us to understand that our solar system emerged 15 million years ago with the explosion of a supernova that formed with the condensation of the condensates, the protozoan. Thanks to the collision of the condensates and thanks to many reactions, the Earth emerged. We see that the components of the condensates which form the initial composition of the Earth are the same today and in that explosion and in that formation. If we compare the composition of the atoms which form the initial composition of the Earth with the composition of the atoms which form the stars or with the atoms that forms the human body, we find that the components of these three elements is almost identical. Therefore, we can say that life comes from stars, because the stars are the only natural producers of atoms in our solar system and in our planet, the Earth. We know that the constant bombardments of meteorites that Earth suffered during its creation are responsible for the elements that we find today in our planet's composition. If the meteorites hadn't collided with the Earth's surface, perhaps microorganisms would never have seeds, and because of this, life would never have seeds. Microorganisms comes from the union of charged molecules of different atoms that were produced in the interior of the stars. When they come in contact with the Earth's surface, they began to double and natural selection chose the strongest. This produced the whole Earth. These packs of molecules became multicellular organisms that were duplicated to form the first specialized organs that chose to stay at the bottom of the sea or through the water until they evolved to reptiles that appeared on Earth. They continued developing until they were creatures with hot blood and brains that were developing according to their needs and their environment. Over time, they began to use tools, fire, and they began to use language when they evolved to the first human on Earth. The ash of stellar matter had come to life. So, in conclusion, we can say that life comes from start because, according to my explanation, humans, and most particular, life, comes from the ash of the space.